Hey y'all, we got a great video in store today, but right before we start the vid, we gotta light a candle. That's what we love to see before a good video right there. Get it smelling good in here. We're gonna push out a banger for you guys. Hello everybody, it's Jaxen.Pearson. On this channel, we do a little bit of everything. We do pranks, we do vlogs, we do wiffle ball content, pretty much everything that you can think of. And this week, I'm gonna be telling you guys how the Michigan rap scene is different than any other rap scene around. I know there's going to be some people watching this and right away they're just going to think I'm like a suburban white boy that doesn't really know much about rap, but I promise you guys I am very informed on it, and rap is definitely my favorite genre. Now today in 2024, there's a lot of famous Michigan rappers out there. There's names such as T Grizzly, Rio de Young OG, RMC Mike, Crispy Life Kid, Babyface E, Babyface Ray, etc. And all of these guys have originated from the Michigan scene. Now I'm here to tell you guys why the Michigan rap scene has blown up and continued to gain traction the past couple years, and to go with that, how it's different from everywhere and anywhere else really in the world right now. I have 4 main reasons to why I think that Michigan rap is popular right now, and I'm going to tell you guys the main differences. The first one being, I think all of these guys that are famous right now, especially Rio, Mike, etc., I really think that they're popular for the simple fact of that they're just having fun with it. They are doing what they love to do, and they have made it truly out of the mud with rapping, but they're not thinking about it too much. They're saying whatever and doing whatever. They're just having a good time, and not to mention, they're all a big friend group. They all hang out all the time. You see a lot of other states in the U.S. popular for rap, such as Atlanta and Florida, along with some other places, but nobody's really doing it like Michigan in the fact of all these guys, even when they're on a vacation, they're hanging out, they're making music, and you don't really see rappers hanging out with other rappers like how they do in Michigan. It's a very common and often thing is these guys post it all the time too on their social medias. They make it known. There's probably a couple of states that come close, but I really don't think there's a friend group such as among all the Michigan rappers right now. They're truly a one of one. I just think it plays in their music as well, and you can truly tell. Those guys are always laughing and they're always having a good time, as they should be. That's how you have fun with anything, is you just smiling, doing whatever, not caring what other people think of you, and that's how you're going to engage other people, which obviously all those big rappers that I'm talking about and I've already mentioned, they're to that point now where they don't care and they've had success. And I think that's a big reason why. Now to move on to my second reason on why I think they're gaining so much traction right now. These guys have so much diversity along with crazy lyricism. Like, truly anybody who's listened to any of these guys like Rio de Young OG, RMC Mike, etc., you don't hear anybody saying stuff in songs like them. It's truly crazy. Like, some of the stuff that they say is very questionable and very parental guided, if that's a word. Like, it's not advised for young kids. That's what I'm gonna say. Like, you truly just don't see anything like it. I mean, these guys are saying whatever, and they say some crazy stuff, don't get me wrong. You guys just saw it. But at the same time, these guys that are saying like that, they're walking the walk, they're talking the talk, but they're actually about it. All of these guys from Michigan, like, that's the life that they live. You guys have to remember, these people are from Detroit. They're from Flint. So they've actually been through the trenches. They've made it out, and they're doing their thing, but, like, they really have seen that life. They know what it's like, and they're not just flexing to flex, and they're not just capping to say whatever. Like, they're truly telling the truth 90% of the time probably, and they are really about that. Like, whatever they are rapping about, it probably has happened to them. These guys are just very different in the sense of that you see a lot of rappers, and especially in today's day and age, they will just say whatever just for the simple fact of it goes with the song. It's a lyric. They can lie, and it doesn't really mean anything. But to these guys from Michigan, they've truly seen it all. I mean, for example, Flint just a couple years ago had a bad water crisis. It was just very, very sad for a lot of families. And if you live there, it definitely affected your life heavily. And Detroit, as many people know, was such a great city years and years ago, and it still is, and it's still thriving to this day. But there is a lot that is also going downhill, and that could be changed. But these guys, they're rapping about it, they're saying their crazy stuff, but truly, they love the city of Michigan. So no matter where the city stands today, this is where they grew up, this is where they met everybody, and they are proud to be from Michigan, which I personally think is very, very cool, especially being from Michigan and living relatively close to where these people are literally rapping about. For example, in a song Back to the Basics by Crispy Life, he literally is rapping about being on Corona Road eating at the Tangy Crab, and I just ate there last week. So it's just very crazy to me because I live next to these people that I look up to and are I wouldn't say my idols, but I listen to them daily, and they're some of my favorite rappers, and I've crossed and engaged with things that they've rapped about very, very close to me, which I just think is super, super cool, and not a lot of people can say. And I drive on Corona Road literally every day, so it's just crazy to put in perspective for me personally. But just in general, what they are rapping about is real 1,000%. And to go with that, their beats are just so different too. That's why you see more and more rappers kind of taking Michigan beats today and using them for themselves. They kind of prioritize driving drum beats, low piano chords, etc. And it just turns out to be a good song overall. But a lot of these guys also just have a way with words. For example, one of my favorite rappers right now is Babytron, who is blown up from the Detroit scene. And shout out Trey Flood, my good friend, he's cousins with him. But Babytron right now in the rap game is one of the best lyricists out there. He makes insane basketball references that some people truly don't even understand a lot of the time. And a lot of other ones too, but his flow, his creativity, and his lyricism in general is a big reason why he's blown up right now. Babytron is truly a one of one. He makes some basketball references. He's had some references that I'm about to play on the screen that are truly unbelievable, and especially if you play basketball, you will know what I talk about. And going back to the diversity side of it, you have a rapper like Babyface E, who has that high pitch, smooth, kind of like hood flow. Roll a clip.
The store and it was right behind me. And that Glock 43, it was right beside me. Bent the corner, should have tossed it out, bro. I had person.
And then you have somebody like RMC Mike, who like the first time you listen to him, you honestly think that the guy smokes a pack a day. It's pretty crazy.
At this point, shit, I'll pay whatever for a pint of red. Moving on to big and better things, the old Mike is dead. 60 racks.
But at the end of the day, like RMC and Babyface, they're very, very diverse in the fact that they don't even sound the same. At the end of the day, it's just showing the diversity of you have a rapper that has that very deep, fast flow compared to a Babyface E, who can rap fast, can do a little bit of everything, but completely different pitch. And that kind of just shows what Michigan rap is forming into. It's just so diverse, and there's a little bit of everything nowadays. And my number 3 is kind of going back to what I said earlier, and it is just they all show love to Michigan and truly love their state. RMC Mike and Rio the Young OG, especially in their Dumb and Dumber album, they talk multiple times and state that they're quote-unquote ghetto boys, and they're just showing love to the city of Flint, Michigan. That's where they grew up. That's where they're from. So many rappers such as T Grizzly, Crispy Life is another big one that just loves to rap about Michigan in general. He just states places, areas. It's insane. And Crispy Life and Babytron are another 2 rappers that just love to state different areas and show the city of Michigan just love in general. Babytron has a song called Murder Mitten where he names Grand Rapids, Detroit, and other various cities around Michigan, and then he just says, "I'll be everywhere in Michigan, man." The love that is shown to Michigan from all these guys that are big nowadays is just absolutely crazy. And the fan base just attracts to it, especially if you're from Michigan and you're a younger kid. I mean, a lot of Gen Z is just getting on the Michigan rap wave, and this is a big reason why it's being pushed to them, and it's very awesome to see, I think. Now, reason number 4. A lot of rappers nowadays, especially even some rappers that are bigger than the ones in Michigan right now, are attracting to the Michigan scene of rap and just the Michigan rap development in general. Lil Yachty is one of the first big rappers to kind of acknowledge that Michigan rap is truly going somewhere. Years and years ago, he went out of his way to record with these guys, hang out with them. He even filmed videos at like the Flint gas station with these guys, and he stayed with them for weeks. I thought it was just very, very cool to see that Yachty was going out of his way and he was hanging out with all of these guys from Michigan. And Yachty's love affair with Michigan rap kind of accumulates back to his album that he dropped in 2021, which was Michigan Boy Boat. It was a 14-track album, and Yachty inverted all of Michigan beats on it, had Michigan rappers, and kind of just took part in the lifestyle of it. And a lot of people, especially Yachty fans in 2024, did love that album and that side of Yachty, as he is one of the most versatile rappers as well in today's day and age. Yachty fits really well in the scene for his ability to incorporate his humor, as many of the Michigan rappers do. In a previous year, he's kind of origined as the king of teens, and people look up to him. And so overall, Yachty really is a great ambassador for the rap game. And so overall, Yachty is a great ambassador for Michigan rap, and he's helped them bring success. And overall, Yachty definitely is a great ambassador for Michigan rap, and he's helped them with their success, especially after dropping the Michigan Boy Boat album. And he's become friends with all these guys, which is just super, super cool to see. And if you're a rap fan, you know Yachty's style of music is super, super versatile. He has rap, like hard rap, and then he also has some slower and more like majestic beats, and a flow such as his album that he dropped in 2023. So he's kind of a mix of everything, and he's coming from everywhere. But like I said before, Yachty is definitely a great ambassador and has helped Michigan rap in general. Going to with what I said, in Babytron's new Instagram post, he literally has a picture of him in a Michigan chain. So literally the same spot I have this cross chain on right now. Babytron has just a Michigan, the state of Michigan around his chest. He is so proud of it, and it's just crazy to see for me. As somebody who does like look up to Tron, he's one of my favorite rappers. He loves the state of Michigan, and he is just promoting that to the youth and promoting it to his audience, just like all the others, that Michigan is a wave, and it's part of the new wave, and it's just going to keep growing and growing 100%. So yeah, you got different body types, you got different styles. I mean, you look at RMC Mike, he is a big guy. He super deep voice, super raspy, doesn't give a fuck. And then you have a guy like Babytron, Babyface Eve. Both of them are very skinny, different flows, and the diversity is just crazy throughout the whole state of Michigan. Every big rapper nowadays, it's super cool and just unique to see. Very versatile state. And I didn't put this in one of my main Ford checklist of why I think Michigan rap is getting bigger, but I want everybody to realize that a lot of these guys came from nothing, and they are super famous today. They paved the way, made a lot of money, and that's what I want to prove with you guys too. I want to be an example for you guys, and I want to prove that anything is possible. And a lot of these guys followed their dreams, and they made it out the mud, they made it out the trenches. They're making big money and living a dream life. You guys can do the same. So when you guys watch my videos normally, whether it's sports videos, whether it's videos like this, whether it's me pranking people in Walmart, whatever it is, I do a mix of everything, and I want you guys to know that I read as many comments as possible. I'm always there for you, and I want to be somebody that you guys can look up to, because truly, I am grinding right now. I'm nowhere near where I want to be in life, but in general, use Michigan rap and all these people as an example. You guys can do it. A lot of these guys pretty much had no money beforehand, and you can make money doing anything you want. You just have to put your mind to it. I am about to get monetized on YouTube. This has always been a dream of mine. So I'm on a little bit of a rant right now, but I just want to prove and use the Michigan rappers as an example that you guys can truly do anything, and you just have to believe in it and make it happen. The hardest thing is going out and doing it, but once you actually go out and you do whatever you want to do, it just should prove to yourself and should give you some self-esteem that it is truly is possible. And that's going to wrap up my portion of the Michigan rap part of the video with that being said. But I'm truly grinding for you guys. I know 10K is right down the road. We're going to hit it. I already know. Me and AJ, who is my editor now full-time, we're absolutely grinding for you guys, and we are going to make this happen. A lifelong goal of mine, my whole life. Shout out Michigan rappers. I love all you guys. If anybody were ever to see one of these videos, love you guys. Listen to your music every day. Big fan. I still want to go backstage to a Tron concert. I'm going to try my best to make it happen eventually with my friend Trey. Use what I said as a life lesson, using it as a learning experience, and use it as motivation. With that being said, I love you guys. New videos weekly, if not twice a week. And we're grinding for you guys. Love you. And if you guys are interested in seeing my playlist, I use SoundCloud, I use Spotify, I use just about everything. But I'm going to drop my Spotify playlist in the description. So if you're interested to see what I listen to, if you want the Michigan rap and everything, I'm dropping it in the description. Those are some of my favorite songs in there, and you guys can use it. DM me, text me, whatever you guys think. Love y'all.